Okay, I hope this is going to be a really quick video about how to do nav meshes using moving platforms. So I'm just going to press play. The idea here is that this little agent is going to be walking across. So the idea here is this is pretending to be a moving platform. It's going to be moving across. It's going to be moving down like this, and when it hits it's going to be moving down like this, and when it hits this area trigger over here, it's going to trigger this agent to start moving to this node over here. So you can see that so you can see that these nav meshes are not actually connected. So if you move that around, so if we move this to the side like this, this is a separate nav mesh to this nav mesh, except there is a connection between them using this component called a NavMeshLink. So what's happening here is it's being connected using this nav point stationary, which is what's happening here is the 2 points are connected. So what's happening here is the 2 nav meshes are connected using this nav point stationary object, which is just over here. And this is connected to this nav point moving object, which is connected over here. We can see this being indicated by the doodad, by this little bridge and these little lines. So if you want if we wanted to change these values, we can. Making it bigger makes that bridge wider, making it smaller, it reduces that bridge. And I think if we just have 0 on here, the NavMesh agent will only jump across that small area. But let's just keep it open like this. Let's just reset this scene to its original configuration before I changed all those edits. Before I made all those edits. And then let's just have a look and see what happens when we press play. So as soon as it reaches that trigger, agent is going to start moving. And then you can see that it moved across the 2 disconnected nav meshes. Now this still works. So what happens if we move the whole object back? So we can see that this is indeed a separate nav mesh, not really related to the nav mesh underneath or to the side. So we can kind of pretend that this platform is a separate platform to the rest of the environment, and the nav meshes still work. So the reason why this object is wanting to move towards its destination is because it has this transform follow, which is basically programmed to go to a particular destination. In this case, it's this position over here. Okay, so we can make this. So we can make this agent go. So we can also make this agent go across to the other side. Let's just take this destination over here, which is where the agent is wanting to move, and then move it to the other side, and you can see that it jumps across. Now, like the transition between the nav meshes are kind of janky, but that's a little bit complicated to get that looking nicer. So this video is just showing you how to do this really, really simply. And if you wanted to get if you wanted to go into a deep dive of how NavMeshLinks works, there's this really nice video that's about 8 minutes long that you can take a look, made by this guy, and you can find out how to make NavMeshLink transitions look nicer. Okay, that's it.